Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the edge of the Arctic, where massive gatherings of walruses create one of the most impressive wildlife spectacles on Earth. Picture a sprawling beach tucked between icy seas and rugged cliffs, covered with thousands of walruses, huge, whiskered giants packed shoulder to shoulder. These gatherings, or haul-outs, are a critical part of walrus life in the Arctic. Walruses are instantly recognizable by their long, ivory tusks, which can grow up to 3 feet in length. Both males and females have them, using them for dominance, defense, and even to pull themselves out of the water. Their thick blubber keeps them warm in freezing seas, while their stiff whiskers, or vibrissae, help them feel along the seafloor for clams, their favorite food. When walruses haul out on Arctic beaches, it can be an overwhelming sight, tens of thousands of bodies crowded together. You'll hear a chorus of bellows, grunts, and snorts like a living symphony of the Arctic. The air is filled with the musky smell of animals that can weigh more than a ton each. On land, they rest, conserve energy, and use sheer numbers to stay safe. Packed together, they're constantly jostling for space, their tusks clashing in small but noisy squabbles. Walruses are deeply social. They depend on each other for protection against predators like polar bears. Calves stick close to their mothers, often nursing for up to 2 years. Older males display their tusks and sheer bulk in power struggles over prime resting spots. Despite their intimidating appearance, they're mostly gentle giants, communicating through an astonishing range of sounds, clicks, growls, and bell-like calls echoing over the waves. Traditionally, walruses preferred to haul out on sea ice, which offered both safety and proximity to rich feeding grounds. But with shrinking ice, they're increasingly forced onto land in massive numbers. These beaches give them a place to rest between feeding trips, but they're riskier. Startled herds can stampede, which is especially dangerous for smaller calves. Scientists study these shifts closely because the growing size of haul-outs is a direct signal of how the Arctic is changing. Standing on the edge of such a beach, you witness not just a wildlife gathering, but a symbol of resilience and vulnerability. Walruses have thrived in the Arctic for thousands of years, perfectly adapted to ice and ocean. But today, their crowded beaches tell a story of an ecosystem in flux. Watching them, you feel both awe at their presence and urgency to protect the fragile Arctic home they depend on. So when you think of Arctic wildlife, imagine the sight: a living carpet of walruses stretched across a lonely beach, tusks shining, voices rumbling, embodying the spirit of the North.